Welcome back, guys. A rare double header for me today. Finished that first game in less than an hour, and have an hour to burn before the Broncos. Broncos. Who are they facing? Megatron Lions. The Broncos Lions game's coming up, and that's going to decide my fantasy week. So I gotta watch that. But I'm going to go ahead and play a double header. Going up against the undefeated Seahawks. They might have lost. I don't know. But yeah, they're ranked ninth offense and defense. We're ranked first offense, 19th. First defense and 19th offense. So both teams have a 90 overall in terms of attributes, and it's going to be a heck of a game, I think. Big rainy game in Seattle, and hopefully we could pull out a W here. And here's the opening kickoff. I haven't faced a great offense since I faced that Patriots team. And our defense is still without Juicy. So we're still going to be a little weaker against the run than we normally are. It's worth noting that we are facing a Seahawks unit without Jimmy Graham, as I'm playing with last year's rosters. Russell Wilson making a young quarterback mistake right there. And that drive started out great, and they fizzled out. And Dillon is back from his injury that he sustained last game. And yeah, we haven't faced an offense of this caliber in a while, and we haven't faced a defense that's attribute-wise as good as this yet. This is a defense that doesn't make mistakes. This is a defense that is an opportunistic defense. This is a defense that's going to give us a hard time, especially as a young offense with an average defensive line. Offensive line. Dillon gets 7 or 8 right there. And I grind out that first down with Barber.
Excellent job of just picking up the first down. This offense is hot. Another first down, and they are moving down the field. Let's go. Halfway through this first quarter now. Incomplete.
And Austin, that was an inaccurate pass.
He did everything right, didn't he, the cornerback that time? He was physical. He stayed on the wide receiver. He was reading the quarterback, so it was easy for him to knock the throw down. Second down and 10. Gets it out for the completion. Met by Thomas. You know, when you throw the football like that down the field, you pick up a first down. Now you can do anything you want on the offensive side.
Go ahead and run it again here.
Offense lines up here. First down at the 40. Brought down after
See Dillon losing his footing there a little bit.
about to snap it for the 9th play of the drive. Offense lines up.
Watch out for Marshall here. He's my safety blanket.
To get the snap.
Whew.
Able to swat the pass away. That time the defender was in excellent position. He jumps up and knocks the ball down. Line up now on third down. They were very good at converting these situations a week ago. Play after play after play here on this drive. Marching down the field and taking their time. Play action fake, looking to throw.
Steve, who has touchdown receptions in back-to-back games.
That time it was an easy completion for the quarterback on the play action pass, and it fools the defense because look how aggressive the offense.
Check out Pribble here.
They sold the play to the defense, and the quarterback took advantage.
Man, just a nice awareness play there.
Watching the quarterback, reading his eyes,
And I'm lucky.
move at the right time, and he knocked the pass down. What a drive this has been. Second and 10. We'll run it. Here's the handoff. He's brought down at the 20-yard line. What that run does, it just puts the offense in a good situation. So a good, positive run. Offense heads to the line for the 13th play of this drive. The long drive continues. They need to get the play off. Ball's loose.
And wow, I didn't have an open receiver. I didn't have a running route.
Lucky break this time. They fumble, but they
I tried to scramble for it at the last second, but they were waiting for me, and we're stuck kicking a field goal.
handle the football. How to hold it. He didn't do a good job that time. That's why he fumbled. The kick is good.
We got outplayed there at the end of that drive.
No matter how many points it is, because now you can manage it in a different way, even though it's early in this game, and you make the other team come after you. He's put the ball on the tee, and he's about to kick off.
And we're going to go ahead and give the Seahawks the ball again.
That'll be a touchback, and the ball will be placed at the 20. First down coming up. Wilson's going to be in the pistol here. Lynch is taking the handoff. Going to be a penalty here.
Looks like a holding call, and that's going to be huge for our defense.
The defense accepts the penalty. First down on the way. Wilson with the give.
And Troy with a big hit on Lynch.
Lynch is a dangerous runner. Run, but there is no room this time. What a job by the defense. They bottle him up for a short gain. The Seahawks have turned into the cardiac kids. They won a tight one last week, but they trail in this one with time.
Ooh, and a nice catch.
Pressure, and I think this is a pressure.
Take a look at this play. He gets it out quick, right in the middle of the field.
The completion sets them up now.
But it's a passing down now.
Baldwin's lined up in the slot. Wilson from the shotgun.
But they get the first down. And there's Henderson. Juicy's replacement, Henderson, has been playing admirably.
They were ready for that play, and they stopped it. And Richardson
He's obviously not Juicy, and he doesn't have the same success. And
trying to go with the screen there, but nothing was available.
3rd and 11 should be a passing play.
Now you're looking at 3rd and long, and look, there are no miracles in the NFL, I'll tell you that. So be smart. If the play is not there, don't force it. Dump it off and wait for the next time you get it. Wilson finds Lynch.
And Sean with a big 3rd down stop, getting us the ball back.
Jim, when you get in these situations, there's not much you can do. 3rd and long, not easy to pick up first downs in these type of situations.
And that's going to end the quarter.
John Ryan will be called on to send this one down the field.
Rick way back waiting for this. And it's going to be out of bounds within the 10-yard line. And if we're going to get a touchdown, it's going to be from a 93-yard drive, guys. And I don't know if that's going to happen against this defense. But let's go ahead and get this clock going right off the bang.
Offense lines up here. And the second quarter is underway with this snap.
And Dillon gets 10.
About a yard short of the first. Good job that time by the offense. Power run gets them a few yards. 2nd and short following the run. The play clock's running down. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it.
In a 1st down.
That's an excellent job. Just get enough yardage to get the play.
And that's not the mic cracking. That's my voice, guys.
The Seahawks come out in a dime package from the gun. And he hauls it in. Breaks free.
Nice catch there from Jordan Pribble, our team's leading reception guy. He's got 42 on the season. That's 43.
That's when you throw it over the top. The pass play was good for 5. 2nd and 5.
Let's go ahead and trust in Barber here. He's averaging about 5 yards a carry this season. No reason to suspect that he won't get it here. And he does. He gets 8 or so. He's been effective so far, and we've been using him a little more than usual.
When I was a quarterback, I loved it when they called the draw play because I know that defensive line, they're all trying to go after the quarterback, and nobody's prepared for the run. The Raiders snap it at the 31. Wagner's in on the tackle.
I juked there in anticipation, and the guy ended up going right by me, so it turns out that I could have gotten away with not juking. And this play is all about Rick's speed right here. And I got hit. Richard Sherman, good play. And we need a 1st down here. Pribble's got the out route. Van Gordon's got a little bit of a safer route here. And Pribble gets it. Good catch. Good throw. Good execution.
Anytime you picked up a couple first downs, here's what happens. The defense starts to doubt what they're doing, but maybe more importantly, it gets those big boys over there tired. The Raiders will take the snap from the 45. Now they take
And Dillon gets 6 or 7.
side of the field. When you're an offensive lineman and you can line up and just run the football straight ahead and pick up those kind of yards, you are going to get into the head of the defense. You're basically saying, we're tougher than you are, and we're just going to come right at you.
Dillon gets maybe 1 or 2.
Short of a first down. This is one good tackling defense. They stay in good position at all times, and we saw it that time. They stopped the play for a short gain.
We're going to call on Barber.
With this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. Trying to beat the play clock. They'll run it.
He gets the 1st down and a couple extra yards.
The first.
And we're moving the ball pretty good here.
Even though the defense knows you're probably going to run the football, it's 3rd and short. If you run hard, all you need is a little bit of a lane. We see it there, able to get the first down. Screen finds his mark.
He gets 8 or 9 on the draw play. I mean, the screen play.
That's a nice route on the outside. Nice throw by the quarterback. Puts him in good position to keep moving and get a first down. the defensive side, everybody stays at home, they stay in their gap, and they hold that run to a short game.
Dillon's going to get the third down carry here.
Mounting a serious drive. Third down and 1.
He gets it.
Good job by the offensive line there on third and short. Even though the defense knew it was probably going to be a run, still able to get in there and barely get that first down. First and 10. Throwing now to his left. No room to complete that one.
Almost an interception by Byron Maxwell.
And the defense does a job like this where they are covering those receivers. There is nothing a quarterback can do except that, throw another incomplete pass. The Raiders from the 32. And now here's the handoff. Rock for a loss on that play.
By Cam Chancellor. And we got to make a 3rd and 11 pass again here.
So you got to make sure you call a play that doesn't put the offense at too much risk. Tough call coming up here for the coordinator.
Ooh.
Defensive coordinator's left.
Richard Sherman was all over Rick.
They can do just about anything, and it's going to work. And they stop.
Just solid coverage. I thought Rick had it burnt, but Colton's got to kick a 50-yarder here.
Field goal try.
It's up, and it is good. And we have not been able to drive it all the way down the field. That was a very effective drive, though. I have no complaints there. We wasted almost a whole quarter, I think, off the clock. A lot of running plays, a few big 3rd down conversions, and we just got to string it together. And Baldwin should be returning this.
Baldwin's running this one out.
And Colton.
The Seahawks are ready to take over now as their offense heads onto the field.
Their offense has had some pretty decent results.
Wilson has it under center. First and 10. Lynch is going to secure the handoff.
And Troy and Quincy, that's not somebody you want to be sandwiched between. We've been doing a pretty good job at stopping Marshawn Lynch. He's only averaging 3.1 yards a carry.
Instead of attacking, and allows you to get a few extra yards. Offense lines up here. The Seahawks take it from the 23. The Seahawks now move the chains. That's a really good throw and catch, and they get the first down. Jim, that's what you want to do. Pick up that first down. Now you give your offense 3 more opportunities. Wilson from the shotgun, trying to work that left side. And that'll gain just a few yards. Nice catch by the receiver, but it still doesn't get a first down. Lynch is in the backfield. Second down and 7. Breaks out of that one. And Wilson with a near interception. Well, the defense has to be depressed after that play.
I think we're still waiting on our first sack. Could be wrong when I say that, though. Am I, guys? I don't know. Should be a pass and play here. And Erin Hewitt, I don't think that's a sack. It is going to go as a sack.
That's a bad job by the offense that time. There's no doubt about it. The blitz by the defense, they do not do a good
And if Russell Wilson would have burnt Erin, I think it would have been a first down.
blitzer, or as we call them, free runners. He gets the hit on the QB and takes him down. Let's see what he can do here. And that's a gain of 10. And we've reached the 2-minute warning. The Raiders come onto the field now for this next series. The Raiders with an empty
Watch out for Pribble.
first down at the 12. With 2 hands, he has it. That picks up 11. When you play zone coverage, the quarterback might have to hold the football just a little longer. But these guys nowadays, when you play zone, they know how to throw and catch and get it done. Let's go. The Raiders from the 32.
And Pribble with a big catch.
He's got the first. Well, when you talk about throwing these sideline routes or the out route, it is about timing. When that receiver makes that break to go towards the sideline, that football has to be in the air. Nice throw and catch that time.
Hester. Steve there.
Well, they complete the pass, Jim, but doesn't get the first down. Sooner or later, you got to throw one down the field. On this passing down, the defense comes out in the nickel.
Dillon gets 2 or 3 there.
Last carry, it's 3rd and 3. The defense comes out in the nickel. Drop back, shotgun formation. He'll throw it over the middle.
And Rick with a big time catch.
Well, the dink and duck quarterbacks, they love to see cover 3 because they know they're going to drop back and just throw the short passes underneath. Good job by the quarterback taking advantage of this defense.
Ooh, good play.
Every quarterback in the NFL is going to have 1 or 2 passes a game that can be picked off. Most of the time they're dropped, and this time that was a bad drop by the defense. 2nd down and 10. Oh, and almost picked off that time. I know we've all heard this phrase before. That's why they're playing defense, because they can't catch. Hey, the coaches don't care about that.
It's been a crazy drive.
You to make the catch. Let's go. Out of the gun.
And I get sacked.
We got to give that defensive front a lot of credit, man. They are pushing. They're getting after it. They know it's probably going to be a pass.
I'm just going to go ahead and let this clock go.
Take him down.
Colton misses the field goal. And we get the ball first. Have not been able to get a touchdown yet.
Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. The Raiders getting ready now to start.
It's been a heck of a football game, guys.
Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 3rd time.
And Dillon for 9 or 10.
Second down coming up. Double tight end formation. They better hurry to get the snap. Handoff, trying to power his way right up.
Dillon for another 9 or 10.
That's what you want to do. Just get a first down, especially when you're on top. Keep the clock moving. Keep the defense guessing. Make them react instead of attack. Gets the handle here. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field. 2nd and short following the run. 2 tight ends on the field here. Here's the handoff.
And we get another first down, running it down their throats.
That's awesome. Every time you pick up a first down, what does that do? It shortens the game. Also keeps your defense on the sideline, and they get rested up and ready for their turn. But you got a lead here. It's a small one in the second half. Keep getting those first downs.
And Pribble with a big catch.
25-yard line. Well, I think we've heard this expression about 7,000 times. It's a passing league, so we all know that. So you got to be able to throw the football and pick up some first downs.
And Jordan's playing the role that I thought Steve was going to have going into the season. My main slot guy, just, making a lot of catches, a lot of yards after the catch. Dillon for 8 or 9 again.
The first down marker. Nice situation here for the offense. They're winning the football game. Now they're in the red zone. Let's see if they can come up with a play that fools the defense. Loading up with extra defensive backs in the dime. 2nd down, 2 to go. Finds his mark.
And Marshall, my ultimate security blanket.
You must be very creative in the red zone when it comes to the passing game. Formations, movement, do whatever it takes to give your players an advantage. That time they get a nice play call. They throw the pass and complete it for a good solid pickup. Handoff made.
Did Dillon bag it? He did. What a run.
I'd say this run by the offense is just, it's arrogance. They
Nice run for Dillon Brown, and that's definitely the play of the game so far. Ooh, what a good awareness play there.
No return.
12-0.
They come to the line of scrimmage. First down.
This offense has had mixed results so far.
Backfield here. Into the open.
Wilson runs for 5 or 6.
Down. Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it.
Ultimately, it just comes down to time of possession.
The Seahawks will take the snap from the 25. Good pieces.
Ooh, Marshawn Lynch finally breaks free for a big one there. We've done a very good job at limiting him, but as we saw last week, as the game goes on, it seems like my defense gets a little more lackadaisical. And Sean almost had a big interception right there. Good tip for Sean to break up that pass. That could have been some big yardage if we missed that.
I got a break. Now can you capitalize on this break? Second down following that incompletion. Marshawn Lynch is in the backfield. Wilson's back in shotgun formation. Looking to the right side and throwing. And they advance.
And a big first down conversion right there. And the Seahawks are making some noise now.
Get the first down. Keep those chains moving. Give yourself 3 more opportunities. Baldwin's going to get set in the slot for this snap. First down and 10. Here's the handoff to Marshawn Lynch.
And McDonald with a big time tackle.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on first down.
Anytime we could have Marshawn Lynch average under 4 yards a carry, it's going to be big.
Russell Wilson has it under center. Right back to him. Woodson's there to make the tackle. That was a power running play that time by the offense. It picked up some good yards. Nothing like it.
This is a big time third down.
And slug it out and get some tough running yards. Third and 10. Wants to go deep.
And Sean with another big tip. Awesome defense here for Sean. Good coverage. And he came up with 2 big plays in that drive.
Almost picked off the pass. Good job by the defense.
And he's going to kick that to the 18. And this becomes a big drive for us in terms of trying to make our mark and end this ball game.
They bring in the extra tight end. Will go Brown.
Dillon gets 3 or 4.
Line that comes as a surprise to no one, Phil.
And Dillon averaging over 5 yards a carry right now.
No surprise that
He's been awesomely effective.
this is a running game. They are tough. That's why they get it done week in and week out. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for 8.
And Dillon gets dropped.
Animal on that play. The Raiders running back that time, he makes a bad decision. You can't be looking to make every play a big play when you're running the football. Look for a few yards, take advantage.
Marshall looks like a big time player right here.
He gets tackled for a loss.
But he isn't. And oh man, Steve almost came up with a big time catch. Richard Sherman with an awesome play.
They were smart. They read the quarterback's eyes, but they dropped it.
I had Rick open, but even if I caught it, I wasn't getting the first down. So I went for it all with Steve. And if Richard Sherman doesn't tip that, I think that's a touchdown.
Thomas going to take this one from the 26. And it's Samuel there to meet him. First down here.
And if their offense could make some noise on this drive, it'll be a one-possession game. Lynch gets 5 or so.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt. When you fake it and try to throw the football.
Rob Kimball with a tackle there. He's had a very quiet season, which comes as a big surprise. Going into the season, I thought he was going to be my main defensive line star, and I think offensive lines focus a little too much on Kimball, and McDonald's got 13 sacks, which I didn't see coming. And Wilson comes up short on the pass. He had an open receiver. He had plenty of time in the pocket. He just blows it.
The Seahawks call on the punting team.
And that's going to hurt a lot. And Rick's going to get it.
Set up return. Here he goes. He's taken down at the 23.
And let's go ahead and run it down their throats.
At the 23.
I see a wide open field on the left side of the field here.
23 takes it.
Wow. And Wright just read that perfectly and came at me.
They stopped the first down play that time by the offense, and now they have a good situation.
Check out Lunan on this one.
For this one. From the gun. Looking to the right side.
And I went to Marshall instead. Got a few yards with him.
Well, I guess the best thing to say there, Jim, is they completed a pass, but it still did not get a first down. Offense lines up here. Let's go. The Raiders take it from the 28. Got the complete.
And Pribble gets the first down for me again. I think that's his 6th catch of the game. Great game for Jordan Pribble so far.
Defensive side, you can give a lot of looks, but it's just too easy for the quarterbacks and receivers to throw and catch. They come out in the dime package. Now 1st and 10. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. Whack
Dillon for 4 or 5.
ground. My man has been a workhorse all season long. He loves to carry the football. The offense keeps giving it to him. Big reason why he's in the top 10 in rushing attempts so far this year. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid.
And it's the end of the 3rd quarter, guys.
It's now 2nd down.
It's 12-0. Our defense came up big again.
Begins with this snap.
Our offense, not as big as usual.
Yards short of the first down mark.
And we're going up against Dillon's Broncos next game.
Home next week, while the Raiders will also be playing at home next week. Now looking at 3rd down.
And Marshall here might be big.
Dropping back 3.
And I get hit almost immediately. Richard Sherman again putting pressure on the quarterback. Again getting the desirable. And Seattle's still in this ball game.
Now we have a 4th down situation. Thomas got it on the return. Gains 13. The Seahawks are set now for their next possession. Wide receivers stacked up on this play.
And this is a huge defensive drive here. Russell Wilson. And he went 20 there almost.
They come to the line and it's 1st down.
And they're definitely going to run a lot more here with Russell Wilson.
Wilson's going to take it from the gun. Throws to the right. Baldwin's got the catch and the first. When you can't hit the quarterback or put pressure on him, there's not much you're going to get done then. That time,
This game.
the quarterback had time and throws it down the field for another completion. 1st down at the 49. And the pass goes.
And he keeps getting these plays that just could be so huge. He gets the open receiver. He gets plenty of time in the pocket. He gets rid of the ball quick. And he underthrows it. And I don't know if maybe the rain is playing a factor on him or what. But Russell Wilson has not been hitting a lot of these passes that he should be hitting. And he comes up big to Miller there. And guys, it's been crazy right now. And he does it again. Wow. Beast mode. Goes 11, and wow, this Seahawks team is just driving the ball down the field now. And that wasn't even Marshawn Lynch. They gave it to Michael, and the Seahawks are still in this ball game. Officially, they are only 5 points away. And that means that our offense needs to produce here. Our rookie offense has to have a huge drive against what is on this game right now, the defending Super Bowl champions. And we're not going to change our offense any. We're going to attack them the same way we have been all game. And Dillon comes up a little short, and his numbers are so consistent. And Marshall comes up huge with a catch there. That's his third reception of the game. Marshall's number 2 on our team in receptions. And Dillon breaks the century mark there. And this is a big time play right here for Covelli. And I think he gets it. And it is first down. And Dillon gets hit at the line of scrimmage. Little over 4 yards of carry for him. Steve might have a shot here at making a big time play. He gets a big catch. And Pribble again. Is that his 7th catch of the game? It is. Dillon gets 5 or 6 there.
Second and 4 following the run. The defense needs a big stop here in order to give the offense a chance as we're running low on time in this one. Shrugs off
And Dillon with a big run.
the tackle. They're able to move the chains after that last run. This has been a long drive so far. They call his name again.
And the 2-minute warning now.
And you're watching.
And this has been a textbook drive.
Coming up, second down. Play after play after play here on this drive. Set up screen on the money.
And Dillon Brown with a big-time reception. And that, guys, that, I think, just ended this football game. This has been the best game I think we played all year in terms of excitement. I mean, the off-balance screen play, Dillon with a catch, Dillon breaks the tackle, and he goes all the way. Dillon Brown, I think, is our player of the game, guys.
The Raiders now will tack on the extra point. Makes the PAT.
And we wasted 7 minutes off the clock. We went down the field 80 yards, 12 plays. Can you ask for a better drive for to put you up 2 scores in the fourth quarter with less than 2 minutes left?
Baldwin's going to run this one out. Breaks the tackle, and they're all over him at the 18-yard line. Now on first down, every snap crucial the rest of the way.
And they're going to be passing. And I think we need to have a quarterback spy on all these.
First and 10. Russell Wilson hits
And Troy, I think, is making a very valid point here in terms of being defensive player of the game.
going on to the timeout. They'll rush back to the line. He's looking to the right here on this throw. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So much on the line now as they line up for third down. They've come out in the dime package. Wilson's got it in the gun. Has his target. They bring
And their offensive line has been doing great.
pressure on every snap now.
I know Erin has a sack on
Timeout here.
a quarterback sneak. I'm not sure if McDonald has one. I know Troy's been getting a ton of tackles.
Wilson standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Wilson finds Lynch. Woodson's there to make the stop. Every play is huge now. Second down on the way. Timeout won't be used here. They'll go to the hurry. Eyeing that left side.
And he drops the pass.
When you see this cover two defense as a quarterback, you got to know where to throw the football. That time he did not make a good decision. You got to throw it sometimes deep down the middle. The safeties are not there. They're outside. He did not take advantage of that coverage.
And is that a face mask?
The first down is picked up.
Looks like it's going to be. No, roughing the passer on Antonio Smith.
Player showing no restraint coming in on the quarterback, and that late hit will cost his team 15. A lot of times these late hits are called, and I feel for the defensive player. Not in this case. That was an easy call. A blatant late hit. It's worthy of 15.
And he throws that one away. Phil was making his way to him.
Obviously a factor the rest of the way.
And they haven't lost yet. If they get a quick touchdown and then get the onside kick,
Possession. Throws the pass. He has the
and Troy with a tackle there.
3 yards short of the first. Going to the hurry up. Under a minute to go here. They'll go shotgun here. He'll throw it over the middle. Wilson's got the catch and the first. About to snap it for the 9th play of the drive. Trailers, they'll go hurry up rather
And they called the timeout, and the Seahawks are really making some noise now.
Marching down the field and taking their time. First down at the 19. Stiff arms to stay on his feet. Miller's marked down at the 19.
However, even if they do score a touchdown, they need to get the onside kick. So, and then they got to score within one play or so.
Looking to the right side and throwing. Tries to get the feet down, but this will be ruled incomplete. Anytime your team is down, you're inside the other team's red zone. You look for one.
I'm going to call this one a win right now, although anything can happen.
Third down and 10. And Tyvon Branch has the tackle. The Seahawks with no timeouts left.
And if they don't score here, it's game over.
Is in the backfield. Wilson from the shotgun.
And they miss it. And that gives me just enough time to do one quick Hail Mary. Because like you guys know, I'm not about that just letting the game go with Neil. I'm all about making my point known.
One more snap and we can call it a day. Looking long. But it's incomplete.
And that's game over, guys. That was an exciting one. I think that one might have been the most exciting game so far this season. Everybody really showed up again, just like last week, just like the week before. I'm not seeing any weaknesses in our team at all right now. And like I said, I'll reiterate, this feels like a championship team right now. See me again, a little under 200 yards, 63%, a touchdown, no interceptions. Longest pass, 22. I don't make a lot of long passes, but I don't need to. Dillon averaging 4 yards a carry. Barber not far behind, almost 4 yards a carry. Dillon with a touchdown. And he also had a touchdown pass. Pribble, 7 receptions. Steve with 4. Our slot receivers coming up big. Marshall. And Rick had 1. I targeted Rick on a couple Hail Marys, but you saw how that worked. Dillon's only catch, the 22-yard touchdown. And Dillon's our offensive player of the game. Troy certainly earned this. Erin with the only sack today. That gives him 10 on the season, I believe. But Troy with 9 tackles and no pass deflections. But he definitely was, very important. Sean, he had both those deflections in one drive, and they were big for us. Colton, his field goals, 6 points. That's the difference between 13-7, which is only 1 touchdown. That means that made it the 2-possession game, and that made it easy for us to just drive it down the field and not have to rush it. Colton's one of the best kickers in the league. And, yeah. So Dillon earned Offensive Player of the Game, and Troy earned Defensive Player of the Game. And that was some of the best football I think we played against definitely the best team we've played, and that was the best game in terms of excitement that we've had. So thanks guys for watching, and like always, if you like this, like it on YouTube, share it, let people know, be like, man, I'm in this friggin' video game simulation, and it's pretty fun to watch. I'm having fun playing it. And you guys are the reason why I keep doing it. Thank you guys. Love you.